Welcome. You with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter read from out of Exodus. Come on, man, from out of Exodus. Look, I believe it's chapter 27, and it's been enlightening. You know what I mean? It really has. You know what I mean? It has dipped off into another part of Moses' life, but it has been enlightening. You got what I'm saying? It shows you the journey after, he freed his people from out of Kemet, out of Egypt, out of Upper Africa. You got what I'm saying? It shows what he was doing. It gives you a detailed part of his life. You get what I'm saying? And it shows you, he's still, even with his success, he's still being humble. You get what I'm saying? He's still doing what his maker is asking of him. And being successful is not a hard task. It's a task where that you have to stay on a steady course, a steady pace. You have to plant your foot in the direction you are to be molded in. You get it? In the direction you are to be molded in to be successful. So I just say this to you, you know what I mean? Listen to your demiurge. Listen to whom you pray to. There are signs that is put in front of you. There are people that has been placed into your life to guide you. And sometimes, no, we may not want to be told what to do. You get what I'm saying? We may not, because we are what? We're in a time of our life where we are feeling ourselves and we think we know more than the people around us. And I say this to you, you know what I mean? If you a leader, you get me? If you are a leader, you are only as good as the people that follow you. You are as only strong as the people that follow you. You are as smart as the people that follow you that is smart. You get me? You're the leader. So everything you say out your mouth, they pay attention to. They put actions behind. So if you're not a great leader, sit down. Step down. You get it? Step down. Because what you have just done is built a fortress around you, a table around you that's just as worthless as you are. So you will have a short time in your successful role that has been allowed in your life. You get what I'm saying? You will have a short time. Anywho, enough with this intro. You got what I'm saying? Let's go and get into chapter 27 of of the Exodus. And the title is The Altar of Burnt Offerings. You shall make an altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. The altar shall be squared, and its height shall be 3 cubits. You shall make its horns on its 4 corners. Its horns shall be of one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with bronze. Also you shall make its pans to receive its ashes, and its shovels and its basins, as its forks and its fire pans. You shall make all its utensils of bronze. You shall make a grate for it, a network of bronze, and on the network you shall make your bronze rings as its 4 corners. You shall put it under the rim of the altar beneath, that the network may be midway up the altar. And you shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. The poles shall be put in the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. You shall make it hollow with boards, as it was shown you on the mountain, so shall they make it. Now verse 9, you know what I mean, is the title is the court of the tabernacle. And what I got out the first part of this You get what I'm saying? Moses is still being humble. Moses is still following, his direction in life. It's not enough for Moses to just have freed his people. You get what I'm saying? That was a big task. That was a big task that was placed upon Moses. You get me? And that wasn't enough for him. You get it? The love for whom he prayed to didn't stop there. It just didn't. You shall also make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side there shall be hangings for the court made of fine woven linen, 100 cubits long for one side, and its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets shall be bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their bands shall be silver. Likewise along the length of the north side there should be hangings 100 cubits long, with its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of bronze, and the hooks of the pillars and their bands of silver. And along the width of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits with their 10 pillars and their 10 sockets. The width of the court on the east side shall be 50 cubits, and hangings on one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. And on the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. For the gate of the court there shall be a screen 20 cubits long, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen made by a weaver. It shall have 4 pillars and 4 sockets. Sound like the ark too, right? All of this sound like the ark, right? All of this is, these things that Moses is making, creating, it has the same numbers, amount of everything, the same as the ark has. And I just say this to you, you know what I mean? You could see, you can hear that this one is made in bronze. The other one was made in gold. You feel what I'm saying? So, as I say once again, this man was a very humble servant. A very, very humble servant. All the pillars around the court shall have bands of silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of bronze. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, the width 50 throughout, and the height 5 cubits, made of fine woven linen, and its sockets of bronze. All the utensils of the tabernacle for all its service, all its pegs, and all the pegs of the court shall be of bronze. Now verse 20, the title is the care of the lampstand. And you shall command the children of Israel that they bring you pure oil of pressed olives for the light, to cause the lamp to burn continuously. In the tabernacle of meeting outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall tend it from evening until morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever to their generations on behalf of the children of Israel. That's the end of chapter 27. And I just say this to you again, you know what I mean? It shows the instructions of caring for this lampstand. It shows that there are men that has been appointed to take care of this lampstand. And I just say this to you Jews, to you Israelites, you know what I mean? Are you still in practice of the old ways of worshiping whom we pray to? Are y'all still in the old ways? And if you're not in the old ways of how the Jews, the Israelites, the Gentiles used to pray, used to worship, the demiurge, your God, then it's time to get your family, your community back on track. You get me? As a Kenite, I would tell you the black race is the chosen race. As a Jew, you're going to tell me that the Jews are the chosen people. You understand what I'm saying? Because this book tells you so. Tells you. You get me? It tells you so. Now, this Quran here tells you that black people, how this was processed in the black community. And if you go look at the Fall of America, read chapter 19 and 18, you know, the minister Elijah Muhammad tells you that the African American, the African period, the black race, the black culture is the chosen people of the demiurge. You understand me now? Do you understand me now? Okay. So I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Get into your heritage, get into your culture, get into your history so that you could take things back to the old ways of worshiping. You understand? I do a lot of reading of Africa, of Kemet, of ancient Egypt, of Upper Africa, because I wanna get an understanding of how we really worship whom I pray to. You feel me? I want to get an understanding why we don't listen to a lot of things. You get me? I want to get an understanding why we are the most hated race upon this planet, upon this rock, upon this earth. You get me? I want to know these things. I want concrete answers. You get it? I never understood why did the Europeans came and made us slaves. I never understood that. I get it if it was the Jews coming into Africa to enslave us in America. I get that. If you tell me that the Jews have used Europeans to make that happen, I don't know. I don't know if I could stand in that with you. It would take a Jew to be that honest with me or with the world for me to say, yeah, you're right. This is what they do. You get it? Anyway, you've been with the Nasty Pastor, and we just wrapped up another read from out of Exodus. And I just say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Stay in your light. You know, stay walking in the light that you have forged. You get me? That you have forged. I'm out, and I love you.